All right, Colts Nation, let's get into it. Colts had their practice from 4 to 5:30, I believe it was today. Getting to this stream a little later than I would have hoped. But either way, we're still here, going to be updating as quickly as we can on all the training camp practices. I know we're going to be able to throughout this whole week. They have Monday off, and then they practice again Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday off, practice again Friday and Saturday. So I believe that's the schedule at least. So that's what we're looking at this week. I should be able to get streams day of and be able to continue to update everything. I know that today was a different story than last time, right? The last time we had one of these streams, we were talking about how the defense dominated the day, and the defense was kind of having their way. And, obviously the rookie Jalen Carlisle, the other rookie Jalen Simpson, those guys making noise early on. Specifically Jalen Carlisle is impressing defensive coaches right now, which is kind of forcing Ronnie Harrison back into that safety spot. Will he make the roster even on vet min, whatever his contract is? I don't know what it is. I'm just assuming it's vet min. Will they keep him around? Will they try to let him go, open up a little bit of space? That's obviously not going to be much, but then try to bring in Quandre Diggs. Is that where they're going to go? There hasn't been a whole lot on the safeties, right? That's really what we're looking for right now is what's happening with the secondary. How's the safety position going? The last that we heard, it was Nick Cross and Rodney Thomas. I think Nick Cross was doing the 11-on-11 work with the first team defense, and then Rodney Thomas did 7-on-7 work with the first team defense. So both of them getting an opportunity, which is exactly what Chris Ballard talked about. He wants to see them compete. Chris Ballard attended practice today. I'm not sure if he attends all of them. I know he was there today. Jim Irsay was at practice today. Obviously, it's Sunday. Today, a lot of fans being there, obviously, at Grand Park. So today was a big day for practice. And with that being the case, the offense came out and did their thing, man. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. And actually, some of these first things that we're seeing came out after the stream the other day, but it's from practice a couple days ago. But just a couple of things to look at. So let's go ahead, switch this over. Taking my cam out of this, there was a comment on the last stream video that we did about my cam being in the way, which I wasn't aware of. So we're just going to go ahead and take that out of the equation. Learning more about OBS as the day goes on. But here we have Jonathan Taylor. Nothing crazy. There's no pads on. So what can you really take away from practice? All you really want to see is Jonathan Taylor, the way he's able to move his upper body but keep his lower body just churning where he's trying to go and keep himself guided. That's what he was doing in 2021. You think about that Patriots game, right? The run that he had to end that Patriots game back in 2021. Like being able to have the vision and being able to cut on a dime, not lose speed, and to be able to shrug people. If people are just trying to grab the, the shoulder pad and grab the jersey where the shoulder is, they're not going to bring him down. He's going to get away from it. So just good early signs. It's just nice to see Jonathan Taylor getting work in early in the offseason. That obviously wasn't the catch last season. So with him getting work is great. Here you have the Jalen Carlisle's interception from the other day. This was Ashton Doolin. That's pass interference on DJ Baker. Okay, I understand the highlight, the rookie making a play, defense doing their thing. That's defensive pass interference 10 out of 10 times. In real time, maybe they're not able to catch that. It's a pretty bang play. But in slow motion, you can see that's 100% defensive pass interference. But good job by the rookie to be in the right place at the right time. And then this is from Coach Steichen being mic'd up. Going to go ahead and let you guys hear this. They put this on YouTube and Twitter. Let me know if you guys... I don't think you guys can hear it at the moment. Give me just a second.
Get everywhere now. Let's go. We're going fast. Hey, here we go.
Rewind that. Let me know if this is too loud, not loud enough.
Yay, football.
To you guys.
Here we go. On the hop. We're jogging everywhere now. Let's go. We're going fast. Hey, here we go. Let's go. On the ball. Boom. Get there. Right there it is. Boom. Nice ball. Win. All right. Yeah. There you go. Get it. Oh, honey. I see it in now. Come on now, guys. Details. There you go, Pitt. That's it, 2-8. That's it. There you go, Juju. Nice play, Buck. Nice play, Buck. There it is, there it is, there it is. Perfect, Anthony. Perfect. Great ball, great ball. Listen up. All right, we got a lot of stuff to clean up. When we come out here, it's got to be intentional, right? And I know it's the second day we're out here. We got a long ways to go. We're going to go back in, clean the film up, and we're going to get better from it, right? And then we come back and stack again tomorrow.
So love that. That's why all the players would have run through a brick wall for Coach right there, because of what he was saying at the end there, right? Offense had a bad day, a lot of penalties for the offense, some turnovers for the offensive teams, first and second team. And even though Anthony Richardson's overall numbers look good throughout camp so far, the mistakes by the offense, specifically the offensive line, are just too much right now. And those are things that, again, we've talked about this. Defense early on in training camp for pretty much every team usually dominates, and then the offense catches up. They start to clean things up. They'll get that done, and that's one of the advantages to having limited time on the field compared to other teams. They're not taking all the time on the field, and they can put that extra time in the meeting room, into recovery, making sure all the guys are okay, right? A lot of veterans on this team, even though the last two draft classes have been huge for the Colts, and there are a lot of guys, a lot of young guys. You also have a lot of older vets that are at or near 30 or above 30, so they get extra time to rest and recover and to be okay. So I like the way the setup is, and hearing from Coach there is good, right? His energy is so infectious, and it's just like we're far enough away from the Frank Reich era. I don't want to keep trashing Frank Reich, because for a while I was a big Frank Reich truther, but it's just nice to be out of that, right? Great guy, good football coach, maybe better as an OC than a head coach. But Shane Steichen, whether it's OC or head coach, it doesn't matter. Shane Steichen's been great everywhere he's gone, and he's great for us, which makes me very excited for what we are going to see this upcoming season in the second year with him here, third season with Gus Bradley and the new system, all the new guys that we're bringing into the building. Including these two. You have A.D. Mitchell and Latu. I honestly didn't even plan to have that set up, but that's just kind of how that works sometimes. Having A.D. and Latu there is going to be great, right? 2 picks from this year. You can see they're already a budding relationship between those two. And then you see the Andrew Luck, T.Y. Hilton. If we can get some sort of success like Andrew Luck and T.Y. Out of these two for the next 10 years, man, we're going to be okay. With Anthony Richardson, Josh Downs, Pitt, JT, man, we have so much talent, honestly. I feel like we've done a good job of collecting talent, not collecting names. If we had it the way the fans want it, and if Chris Ballard just did what the fans wanted to do, we'd collect a lot of names, but might not be as good a team, right? I always think back to the Eagles when I'm getting mad at Chris Ballard for not going and getting a safety. I always think back to those Eagles, right? The dream team Eagles that on paper look like they could have been an unbeaten team, and they come out and have a terrible season. So I think we've done a good job collecting talent, and this right here is part of it, right? Anthony Richardson to Josh Downs. This is just what they do. Josh Downs probably going to have a big year. That's what everybody's echoing right now. And what a throw by Anthony Richardson. There was some debate on Twitter about this exact play, by the way. People trying to argue that it was a bad throw by AR. If he had thrown it to a different spot, Josh Downs wouldn't have had to go down right there. Heard from people that were at the training camp practice, and I want to try to pause it in the right spot. All right, you have Nick Cross right there coming in, so the safety bearing down on him, and boom. Here you have what I believe is Dallas Flowers right here. Fit it right in between. It's not like there was a lot of room. Anthony Richardson getting that ball in there is crazy. That's great placement right there. Exactly what we want to see. We want to see improvement. We want to see him clean up his accuracy, especially from the first day of training camp. We saw him overthrowing a couple passes, too far outside, too far inside. The timing wasn't there. Looks like just a couple of days into training camp, he's starting to get the timing down with his receivers once again, and starting to get on a roll now that they're putting in consistent work. So Josh Downs making an incredible play. Anthony Richardson with an incredible throw. And again, this is all without pads, right? They have helmets on. Looks like the offensive line and defensive line's kind of getting it for not having pads on. They were going at it right there. Buck and Ryan Kelly. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that's probably doesn't look like much to us, right? But those are violent collisions with big dudes. They're getting after it. But this was today. This is defensive line rolling in on the bikes that they got a few years ago. I can't remember, who was it, D-Buck that got everybody these? I think it was when DeForest Buckner got all these for a Christmas gift for everybody. So that's how they were rolling in. Or there's actually another video of this that we're going to show. Anthony Richardson getting the crowd pumped up. Here, I have the Colts putting out a video as he was getting warmed up. And this is just another one of those, trying to get as much Colts content as humanly possible and get everything you got. It's just effortless. That's like 53 1/4 feet, right? Something like that from one sideline to the other. Maybe it's yards. Definitely feet. To the other side, and he just effortless, right? He's not even stepping into that whatsoever. He's just launching that with ease. So shoulder, obviously, all the way back. This was the picture on the thumbnail right here. Air MPJ doing what he always does, right? Some of the best hands in the NFL. Michael Pittman Jr. Coming in, snagging it. He's just continuing to do his thing. There's not a whole lot of Michael Pittman Jr. content right now, but that's because Michael Pittman Jr. does what Michael Pittman Jr. does. He's doing what's expected. He just got paid to be a number one receiver. He's doing number one receiver type things. He's probably going to have another giant season. This is a good note, right? Braden Smith making his debut at camp. Chris Ballard says he didn't start camp.
Life is bright.
But big number 72 on the inside. Tanner Bordelini, that's Matt Casaves right there on the other side of him. Braden Smith making his first appearance at practice this year and getting up and rolling. We'll see what happens this year. Gonna have a video about him at some point. Here's another one that I'll let you guys listen to. Anthony Richardson getting everybody pumped up as the practice was starting.
What's up, Coach Nation? Okay. We might not have a good practice today for y'all. I want to say we appreciate y'all for coming out and supporting us, watching these guys practice. We're going to have a good season this year, just for y'all, because y'all deserve it. And be ready for week 1. Let's do it.
One more time for Anthony Richardson.
Nothing special there, just getting the crowd pumped up real quick, but being the QB1 that we need him to be. Now, something to look at is that Dio Dingbo is not practicing today, didn't attend practice, and Samson Ebicom also ended up leaving practice in one of the 11-on-11 periods, and both of them were dealing with a calf injury. So at this point, you would expect that Latu's probably going to fill that other spot. I think Latu can play both sides. Don't quote me on that. I think he can play both sides, fill him in with the first team while those two is out, and he's going to get some valuable experience, and iron sharpens iron. So when he goes up against Bernie, right? Bernie getting that experience. Bernie been in the NFL a little while, got better from year 1 to year 2. What's he look like from year 2 to year 3? Battling it out with a guy like Latu could help a lot here in this training camp to really refine some of the things that he worked on throughout this offseason. So that's what we'll be looking at, is what kind of impact does Latu have on the first team, assuming he steps in to that role while those two are out. Okay, but then just more Colts content. Have the quarterbacks doing a quick throwing drill. Dude, he guns that in there so effortlessly. He makes that look easy. Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco does too. Like, Joe Flacco has a cannon of an arm himself. But you see his is more lofty even. Anthony Richardson just guns that thing in there, man. That out route, like Anthony Richardson is just a different breed of quarterback. And I'm glad he's ours, honestly. So you saw 3 throws from Flacco there. Watch this from Anthony Richardson. Boom. Snapping that to the outside. And that's just casual. And you going deep here. Boom. Snapping that out. Like, Anthony Richardson. Maybe I'm just being biased because that's our guy. But really glad that he's coming back this year. Really need him to stay healthy. You have Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor getting some work in together. Nothing special, just practicing that chemistry, practicing those handoffs. Obviously, another video here with these two getting working together. Boom. And obviously, we're not going to see anything crazy at this point in training camp. It's still early on. Here you have the Colts wide receivers getting working, Pittman going through the ladders and catch. Alec Pierce, again, looking really good, looking really fluid, the way he's able to cut. Would have liked to see him turn that upfield right there, but doing really good. Ashton Doolin putting the work in, getting to the outside quick, and then Josh Downs, obviously. Probably got a little too deep right there, a little loose with the footwork, in my opinion. Pittman right there, boom, cuts it so tight, and then cuts it again to be able to turn upfield. That's where Pitt separates himself, right? That's why he's one of the great receivers in the NFL. You look at what all these other guys are doing, and they don't do it the way Pitt does. Pitt is so sharp. And I would have liked to see A.D. Mitchell do this, and Josh Downs sinks too far, throw a little too high for Josh Downs right there, and he ends up out of bounds. Then Michael Pittman Jr., some more work for the receivers. Toe tap in over here. Pierce fighting through the contact, which he needs to do a better job of. Where it was there. Ashton Doolin. Boom. Easy throw and catch. Not close enough to the sideline. Josh Downs taking the inside release as a slot receiver. Comes down 1 foot. Just a little too short from the inbound. Doing what they need to do. A.D. Mitchell. Now, this is one of the stars. That's why I'm saying I wanted to see A.D. Mitchell in other drills. One-hand catch. Looks back, snaps. That's why I want to see more A.D. Mitchell content. All the drills he's doing, let me see him. I want to see what he's doing. I also want to see more Jelani Woods. We're not seeing anything from Jelani Woods. Here you have, perfect placement. Josh Downs is in a full sprint right there, and Anthony Richardson is perfect placement down the field. Beautiful. What a throw. All right, here we go. So we have Anthony Richardson goes 4 for 4 to start the first 11 on the 11th period. Highlights include 20-yard completion to a sliding Alec Pierce along the sideline and a leaping catch by tight end Will Mallory, who has been getting some of the reps with the first team. So we'll see what ends up happening there. Where's Jelani in this equation again? Not sure. I'd like to see more Jelani content. I want to hear more about what's happening with Jelani. Our guy's coming back. He looked like a freak in the offseason. I'd like to see what's happening with Jelani right now. You have A.D. Mitchell beats Dallas Flowers one-on-one. We'll see this play here. Incredible catch by A.D. Mitchell, man. He put on a show today. And then the first fight of camp. And I'll enlarge this. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Oops. Where do we go here? Let's see. Here we go. I don't know why I just did that. Okay. Yeah, I want you guys to be able to see this. Hopefully you can. When I click on it. Let's see. It's still pretty small. We'll say. Yeah, again, had our first fight. Michael Pittman Jr. scuffles with Jalen Jones after a one-on-one rep. Now, Michael Pittman Jr. is a dog. Jalen Jones coming into his second season as a 7th round, somebody who was picked in the 7th round last season, was a 7th round rookie, played all year. Stepping up to Michael Pittman Jr. like that, look, it's probably going to earn a lot of respect on the defensive side, right? And I've heard, like on the Trenches show with Zaire Franklin and EJ Speed, they've talked about how much of a dog Jalen Jones is and how much they like him on the team and like him out there. And that just shows it, right? If you're going against Michael Pittman Jr. and you really want that smoke, like, I got massive respect for it. Jalen Jones, I've said it before, I'll continue to say it. I expect him to come into his second season and have another really good year. He was one of our rookies. I was able to stay healthy last year. He was really underrated, really under the radar, and I think he'll be really good this upcoming season. Okay, then as we continue to go here, again, Jim Irsay making his way to practice. He was there. He said he's on the mend and hopes to be able to walk on his own soon. So Irsay's still working on getting better, but he was able to get out over to practice today. And obviously talking about being excited about Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson being able to play together. And then more Anthony Richardson. If you saw the thumbnails, that offense dominates. A lot of this is talking about how the offense went in today. AR stays hot. up to 7 for 7 in team drills, had a 30-yard anticipation throw to Josh Downs, which highlighted the second period of team periods. So Anthony Richardson doing his thing, again, getting comfortable, getting the timing down, getting the accuracy down. So what we're seeing from him right now is really good. More about Jim Irsay and what he said. It'll be a while before he's walking again. He doesn't think Anthony Richardson needs to change his playing style, which is what everybody's echoing. And even though Ryan Kelly said that it was not a priority for the Colts to sign him, Jim Irsay came out and said it is a priority to sign him. Chris Ballard has always been steadfast in the fact that good players are going to get paid. And Ryan Kelly, just because they're not paying him right now, doesn't mean they won't in the future. We'll see what happens again. Tanner Bortolini got drafted, so we'll see what the future holds there and see what that real situation is. And then, as I mentioned earlier, Ebicom ends up going down in the 11-on-11 period, leaves practice, and doesn't come back. Now, the defense at the end of practice ended up being able to stop the Colts a little bit, right? Julian Blackmon gets the defense on the board, strong safety with a leaping interception against AR, which is AR's first interception of training camp so far. And it was a beautiful play by him. I haven't seen a video of it. I'm sure we will at some point. But it snaps a streak of 11 straight completions for AR over the last two practices. He was 9 out of 10 today up to that point, so 9 of 9, and then threw interception. Then, like I said, at the end of practice, defense getting the upper hand. And what's likely to be the last 11-on-11 session, which it was, so at least for the first team. And highlights included a pass breakup by Julian Blackmon and Zaire Franklin. So Anthony Richardson starts practice 9 for 9, ends 10 for 15 with an interception. Overall, Georgia Bremer, another update here, somebody really good to follow on Twitter for this kind of stuff, says that's a wrap for an eventful day with NFL Network in the house. Anthony Richardson finishes 10 for 15 with an interception and was sacked once in 11-on-11 work. He's 18 for 24 with 3 touchdowns and a pick in 3 practices overall. Now, obviously, a lot of those touchdowns coming in day one. Actually, I believe all of them coming in day one where they were working in the red zone. Not sure exactly what they were working on today. Seems like a lot of fundamental type stuff. Haven't had, or at least haven't seen information about that. But what I did see, this is the catch by A.D. Mitchell that I mentioned earlier. Incredible play. Here, and I mean, Dallas Flowers is right where he needs to be. That's good defense. He gets his hands up, and where a lot of quarterbacks would put that ball, that's pass deflection. But A.D. Mitchell, I mean, obviously, Anthony Richardson with the ball placement here is incredible. To get that up over and where A.D. Mitchell's able to make an incredible catch. But that's where being a dog is important. You need a guy that's going to sell out. Josh Downs will sell out. Michael Pittman Jr. will sell out. Go get a ball. You also have A.D. Mitchell, who you drafted, who's going to be able to sell out, make plays like this, the body control that he has, the speed that he has, to have that patience off the line of scrimmage and get that outside leverage and to get up past his defender, be able to go make the play that he makes. Like, this is an incredible play by somebody who's yet to play down in an actual NFL game. Just incredible by AD. Immediately gets up, loses his helmet when he contacts the ground, but immediately gets up and is going crazy. So again, you have Dio, Sampson, Ebicom. Those two have calf injuries. There's no telling right now when they'll be back at practice. You have Jim Irsay, who was at practice. Chris Ballard right there in the picture with them, fired up being out at Grant Park. Energy from the team and fans is electric. That's a great picture right there. Great to see him being able to get out at practice. And then this is just another angle of what you were able to see. And you have CeeLu. We mention CeeLu all the time on this channel. A really good follow for Colts at Drop Balls Pod. Really good follow for Colts information and for Colts fandom. But he says, win at the line, stack and catch equals touchdown. Good rep by Dallas Flowers. Just a better route by AD and a better throw from AR. So all around, just good play by everybody involved and a great play. Great throw by AR. Great catch by AD. Over there getting pumped. Zoom this in. Make sure you guys get a better view of it real quick.
AD versus Flowers.
There we go. Boom. He stutters off the line. He's patient. Dallas Flowers opens up right there. Dallas Flowers looks good coming off an Achilles injury. It looks like he was sticky and covered. Like there's no defense for the perfect offense. That was just too perfect. Too perfect to throw, too perfect to call. Situation. So we'll see what continues to happen. Let's go ahead. Let me go find the page. I want to bring up the Colts practice schedule for you guys. Colts training camp schedule. Boom, boom, perfect. All right, let's get in here. All right, so bring this back. All right, so what we're looking at, let me see. Let me try to make this bigger for you guys. I'll adjust it back later, but I want you guys to be able to get a good view of this. Let me just move things around. Boom, boom. Okay. All right, so this is what we're looking at. Okay. We have Sunday, July 28th. Yeah, they did practice 4 to 5:30 today. Tomorrow, tomorrow no practice. Tuesday and Wednesday, they practice at 10 o'clock to 11:15 and 11:30. We will be able to do a live stream after those practices. So whether you can stop by on your lunch break, if you have time during the day, or if you have to wait till after work, whatever, man, just drop by the channel. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Drop by the channel and check out those updates. We will be able to do updates very soon after practice on those days. And we'll get that out to you. Then obviously Thursday, another day off. And looks like they have 1 day of practice from 9 to 10:45. That's a family day next Friday. And I don't believe I work my day job that day, so we'll definitely be able to do something after practice there. And then they actually only have the one practice, then another day off. Then come back on Sunday where I don't, once again, don't work the day job. That's another evening practice, 4 to 5:30, and we'll be able to stream there. Now, Monday, August 5th. Not sure what time we'll be able to do the stream. I know that there's something that I have to do for my day job, some test I have to go take. So that day, I'll be there for 4 or 5 hours doing something, and I think I should be home at like the perfect time to be able to collect the information and to be able to do the stream after practice. So we'll definitely do it Monday, August 5th. It just might not be directly after practice, but it might be. I'll have to recheck on that and see what my schedule is. At least I hope I'll be able to do that. Let's see. What are we looking at? We have to practice Sunday and then Monday. Then you have a day off on Tuesday, which kind of works out because I have some more work meetings to do that day. And then Wednesday, I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be at that point. We'll have to see and wait. I'm still waiting to get a work schedule for that week. It's kind of up in the air, right? I'm a manager at a restaurant, so it's fluctuates being in the restaurant industry. So that's what we're looking at right now. Once I get more of a schedule, I'll try to continue to update you guys on what the stream schedule is going to be. Maybe on the days that they don't do practice, I'll try to get the Madden streams in, right? So that you guys can come in, hang out during while we play Madden, and also just be able to talk Colts football. I like it when people come in, start getting into the chat, being able to talk with you guys in real time. I enjoy that kind of stuff, like talking Colts football. So we'll try to do as much as we possibly can with the season coming up. Again, still have plenty of content. Wasn't really haven't been feeling too well, so I was in bed more today than I anticipated, so didn't get as much done, but we will continue to pump out the daily content, hopefully multiple videos a day, whether it's one pre-recorded and a live stream, whatever it may be. We're going to continue to try to have multiple videos a day leading up to the season, getting as much content as humanly possible. So again, subscribe, have those notifications turned on so you get notified when we do drop a video or do a live stream, whatever it may be. If you know any Colts fans, go ahead, share this with them. Right, share any of this with them. Let them know that we're going to have daily content. We're going to keep coming back to it. Going to continue to want your guys' opinions and your guys' thoughts on what's happening. Again, like talking to you guys in real time. So, with that said, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I love you guys, and again, keep coming by the channel every single day. And with that, as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.